Hello everyone. My senior project is basically, the topic of it is a comparative study of the stack of cures and the cure of stacks. This topics of all programming and testing were based on the Java Eclipse software. And first of all, you must have been studied about the technology of two of the basic data structure. One is stack and the other is cure. And our goal for my senior project topic is to combine these two and make it become two new data structure algorithms and test its efficiency of these two. And our goal is from the reality to the algorithm. First, we want to define that the stack is just like the picture you have looked. This is a couple of books. From top to the bottom, you first need to put the bottom one first into the person's hand, and then one by one. But if you want to take the one you first put in, it must be the last one to get out. So the characteristic is the first in, last out. And for the cure, it is more similar in our reality. Is when you go to the canteen for the lunch, for example, you might be get in a line, and the first one in the line must be the first come into the canteen and first get his or her lunch and leave the line. So the characteristic of the cure is first in, first out. And next, what we should do is to combine these two basic data structure algorithm and make it more complex. So take it more detailedly. You will see this new algorithm. I will first explain it. Okay, this whole is basically an stack. These three cures must be in here because the place is limited. And you can see the whole one is a stack, and in every layer of the stack, it is a cure to replace one element, and then many cures to form a stack becomes a new algorithm. And you can also imagine, for example, if we explain the 3 times 3, for example, and you can see the first one might stop here, and the second one, if second one come, the first one will be here, and the second one here, and in the last, the order will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. And when it want to pop out, in the formal, if it is a stack, we must to pop the top one first. If you imagine, it must the last in number, it must 9. But now we pop out the 7 first because the top layer of the stack is a cure. We must follow the cure characteristic. So the final order will be 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6, and so on. So in this way, we can catch the inside element of the whole stack, and but rather than the first in or the last in element. And the next new algorithm is the cure of stacks. This whole is a cure, and every position of the cure is from one element to a stack. So every position is a stack, and we can first make multiply of the 3 times 3. Also, the first one is coming to the first stack of the cure, and if the second one come, follow the order, it might become the 1, 2, 3. But if the fourth one want to enter the stack, because the stack is full, in the formal one we might be pop the whole stack to next position of the cure. But here, follow the rules, we cannot pull out the full stack. We must pop it one element by one element. So first we put the top element to the next position of the cure. It become here, and follow these rules. We finally get the order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And if we want to pop it out, follow the cure rules. It becomes 7, 6, 5, 8, 4, 3, 9, 2, 1, and the order is totally different from the one we combine these two functions or the two basic functions. And the next step of our project is to test the efficiency of these two new algorithms. And the function to test is basically a little bit simple, is to recording the time before the program running, and when it ends also recording the time. Minus this 2 is get the cost of the programming running. Here, from the cure running and the stack running, we both set the quantity of the method to the 10 million or 1 million, and we get the final recording. You can see the test recording. If we set the number to 1 million, it might be not very obvious to see the results of the difference. And if we set the number to the 10 million, it might be very obvious. One is 2000 microsecond, and the other one is 46 microsecond. You can see that more cure means more efficient than the more stack. So the conclusion is a stack of cures is more efficient than the cure of stacks. That's all.